In this episode, we're going to give you a tour of the Airstream and show you our favourite features.
And reveal some additions we did along the way. Hello, welcome to our Airstream. Come on in and I'll give you guys a tour. So as you step inside, this is our living area. Our couch turns into a bed, so if we have any guests coming over, this is one of the main, well, this is probably the main area they will sleep. This here pulls out. And along with that, we changed our cushions. So the original cushions that came with the Airstream were very thin and quite uncomfortable. We had an old IKEA couch that was not being used, so we took those cushions and put them and replaced them here. And above the sofa, we have two locker cabinets up here. Maybe we should open and close it really quickly so you don't see what a mess it is inside. Okay, there we go. And there we go. And welcome to the kitchen. This is where all the cooking magic happens that Daniel does.
What are you making?
Disgusting trash.
So here we have our faucet. We actually changed this out this year as well, so it's much higher. It has a downspout thingy, makes life a lot easier. Here we have our stove. Underneath here we have a 3-burner gas stove, and since we like to preserve our LP, we use an electric cooker, 1-burner cooker for mostly everything that we do here. Have our storage for plates and all up in here, and our half of our pantry up here. Let's see, we have a convection microwave oven, so you can bake and, you know, warm up your food in this microwave. Extra storage under here so that we put our canned goods in. Oh, also storage under our sink, and here where our utensils. And under the sink we have more storage, but more importantly, this is where we keep our trash can, because as you can see, there is limited space around here and we have nowhere good to put the trash can. So this is our dining area, which is multi-use area. It's extra space for cooking, to chop vegetables. It's a place where I can work, have a desk where we eat. This also drops down into a bed, so if we have more than one person over, this would be the other bed that our guests can sleep on. The best thing about this area is our custom-made walnut dining table. Beforehand, it was a white laminate kind of, you know, janky table. We got this custom made by a good person named Nick. So he does a lot of good woodwork and custom work, so he's great. And it fit perfectly, and obviously we gave him the dimensions. So yeah, this is a pretty good tabletop for us. These cushions here are original. Hard to find a replacement covers for them, so if anybody knows how to sew or do some upholstery, let us know. Okay, here we used to have some metal Venetian blinds that were royally annoying. We wanted to change our window covering, so we just went to our best friend Amazon and measured up and got some curtains. Makes it feel a little bit more homey. And above our dining table we have more storage. We put, it's pretty empty right now, but dry goods, cereal, food, oatmeal, whatever here, tea, coffee, and some other miscellaneous stuff under here. So as we move through the dining area and kitchen area, you have the beautiful refrigerator, runs on propane, gas, and electric. And next to the pantry is our shower. Not much to see in there, just pretty much a shower stall. Opposite the shower is our bathroom. And at the end of the trailer is our bedroom. Now you must say, wow, you have no privacy. You know, like there's so many people there. Well, you're wrong, because here it is. Bada boom. I can't see you, you can't see me. There is privacy, but can we hear everything that goes on? Yes, so be careful. So our bed is a queen size bed here. It also has storage underneath. When you lift up the mattress, there's storage there. We don't need to see all of that. But as you move around, it is quite tight. We make it work. We have storage above our head, and we have a 2-tier closet with doors here, and an opening on the side of the bed to put our extra stuff as well. You gotta be creative, so there's a bunch of command hooks everywhere to hang things. In the back of the window coverings here were also those metal Venetian blinds, which we switched out and bought these Dometic roll-up shades, and they work pretty well. They don't attack you when they're rolling up. And that is pretty much it here. We have cubbies on the side of the bed, reading lights. Each side has a reading light, and a TV as well. That's pretty much it back here, I think. So now that you have seen the majority of the Airstream, we will now talk about just the little touches and upgrades that we made to make our life on the road a little bit more comfortable and easier, more efficient. We have this lovely painting by Josh Lands. We got it from him when he was based in Lambertville, New Jersey. But this is a painting of the Delicate Arch in Utah, so we bring that. Reminds us we love the Southwest, so, you know. This here, being that space is very limited in storage, we've made this storage box out of pine. So basically we have different sections in here. It's like a cubby and kind of like a catch-all. Out of sight makes it look a lot neater in here as well. What else have we? Oh, perhaps two of my favorite parts reside here. Here is another oak piece that Daniel made. It's a flip-up top shelf. Since there's no space, this has come in handy so many times. All right, this is my ultimate favorite piece. This is oak wood piece that Daniel did for our shoes, because shoes are all over the place. We step on them. The dog, will you meet in the future soon.
Winter weather advisories with freezing temperatures expanding across the country this weekend.
And the back of the diner benches, both sides, was covered in this carpet kind of lovely upholstery that they had. So Dan ripped that off, took all the staples and all the nails and whatever else was attached to it off, sanded it down, and then stained it. Beautiful work. And this too, this was covered in fabric as well. Now these porthole windows also had those nasty blinds, but we took them out and pa-ching! Custom made portholes by moi. As you can see, they're very janky, but you know, hey man, I think I did well. And that's it. And then when you're done, and the morning time comes, you just open it. Just so much better.
Hi, now Steph's giving you the inside tour. I'm going to give you a quick outside tour of our lovely Airstream. This Airstream, believe it or not, is a 2011. And, you know, to be honest, if it wasn't for a few scratches and bumps, you'd actually think it's brand new. Basically, this is where we hitch up to our truck. It's got a lock on right now, so no one walks off with it. We have our propane in here. We have 2 big tanks that will last us for quite some time. All these windows open up, get some ventilation in there. This is obviously the door. It's all very aircraft looking with all the rivets, etc. and we actually had the Airstream lifted 3 inches off the ground to give us a bit more clearance when we're going in and out of gasoline stations and things like that where there are dips in the road, and it seems to be a great upgrade. Around the back here we have our garage. Again, I'm not going to open this up because it's a bit of a horror show. Store all of the bits and pieces we need, such as our Starlink satellite, which allows us to get Wi-Fi literally anywhere. It's one of the best things I think we've ever bought for the Airstream, and it allows us to go on the road and do what we need to do. But this is where we plug in our sewer lines, our grey and our black tank, etc. This is where we put in our fresh water connection here, and we also have a panel here to fill up our fresh water tank. We recently replaced our fresh water tank because we had a leak, and fingers crossed that's all been taken care of now. Over here we have our electric connection. This goes to this pedestal here, and there's a meter, and we get charged for what we use. The back of the furnace here is our hot water tank that is run by propane but also by electricity as well. So what we decided to do was install solar panels on the roof, and we have we have 600 watts on the roof here, because that's pretty much all we can really fit up there, and further to that we have 200 watts on top of our truck. All of that wires into 2 lithium batteries and a 24 volt system, and that gives us sufficient power to go off grid for several days, as long as the sun continues to shine during the day. Why do we choose an Airstream? Well, from my perspective, I think the Airstream is beautiful. I love the form factor of it, I love the sleek design of it, I love the fact that it's really easy to tow, and it's just such an iconic American brand, and I feel like it's just loved by pretty much everyone I've ever spoken to be honest. What are your thoughts?
Along for the ride. No, I'm kidding. No, we did a lot of research. We took about a year and researched what different models there are, the different kinds of trailers. One of our main resource was on YouTube, Matt's RV reviews. And
we're starting in 3, 2, 1.
And he reviewed a bunch of different RVs, fifth wheels, travel trailers, toy haulers, and we had a truck already and decided we wanted a travel trailer so we don't have to, little did we know we did, but upgrade our truck. And yeah, Airstream looked really sleek, and no matter what age it is, as long as it's kept well, it still looks pretty darn good.
You know, the ironic thing was we actually found one that was only 3 miles away from our house. So we jumped on that, went round to see it, and you know, we had a great guy who was selling it, and yeah, it was pretty much love at first sight, and we knew this was going to be the one for us. Right, and shout out to you, Ron, you're a good guy.
Parked it in our garage, in our driveway, which is pretty tight. So yeah.
Yeah, it was so tight we actually had to take the gate off the hinges to get it in. Yeah. The only complaint I would have is really the issue of space. However, we have managed to work around that and have really cut down on what we own and what we take on the road. So I guess we've adjusted and learned to live a lot more minimally than I thought we ever could.
Yeah. I think it's a good start off travel trailer for us, since we had no prior experience. That doesn't have any slides or nothing that can go really wrong. A lot of the things on board kind of have to do manually, so I think it was a good start.
If there's anything we didn't cover today with the grand Airstream tour, please let us know in the comments below, and we will answer your questions in future episodes. Till next time, stay inspired.
Stay free.